Listen up. First and foremost, I'm always getting made fun of for my finger banging, finger boarding skills. It was kind of like bowling. If you're good at it, then you like men. So that's why I bought this one. I'm really trying to improve.
Doubt, fear, well, everything's in the past. Here's the key to success and the key to failure. We become what we think about.
You're not your thoughts. It's like, I don't know where I heard that first. So, right, yeah, let's act and then think of our consequences. I'm pretty sure that's how people get put in jail. They don't think, they just act. And then when consequences come their way, Pikachu face, oh, what happened? Oh, there's repercussions to my actions? No way, dude. See, like I thought about cracking a beer. I cracked the beer. I am the beer. The beer is now in me. Yup. Yup. I'm on my thoughts. There it is. Right in front of you. Proved it. Well, like there's this coping mechanism, and maybe that's like a harsh way to go at it, but I don't really know how else to explain it. That you're not your thoughts. So it's like if we think before we act, are they just like empty plans if there's no actual weight to it? Like I understand the sentiment that your thoughts don't exactly represent who you are as a person. Like you might have a number of negative thoughts, or like you might want to like get revenge on someone, get vengeance, or something along those lines. But when you don't act on those things, that's just called self-control. Where instead, if you thought about like positive things about a person that had wronged you, that'll help, rebuild your train of thought, and you'll have a different reaction. Like when I went to college, I've always been introverted, and I always thought that someone was like judging me for something. So I tried something where I looked at someone, even if I thought maybe their style was weird, or I thought they looked funny or smelled funny, whatever. I would like compliment them. I would try to compliment them in my head instead. Sure, the first thought would come to my head because I'm human and I criticize people, we critique people. That's kind of just like what we do. But it's like, oh, that guy's got a cool backpack, even if it was a Jansport backpack. Oh, I wish I had his faith. I wish I was as confident as you. Sometimes it was silly, but it would make me laugh, and it was better than just like internally thinking, oh, what the hell is this guy wearing? So, controlling your thoughts does control your emotions, however. So, kind of retraining how your mind thinks, adjusting your mindset will help diminish your worries. I get it, we're adults now, we have more responsibilities, more to contemplate, more to think about, more things on our plate. But, on the same side of the cold side of the pillow, we have the strength to overcome these things due to life experience, therefore wisdom. So instead of, oh no, what am I going to do? Look what happened. I'll figure it out. Wow. Pretty easy. It's not always that simple. I get it. But adjusting your mindset can help. I promise. There's this practice called cognitive behavioral therapy, which sounds like hippie Buddha bullcrap. Like I got it from a shrink. Promise, I didn't. I like to do my own research and try to find things that'll work for me. Like I can't act like I know what everyone is going through. I know we've all got different struggles, different preferences. Some people like cotton sheets. I like t-shirt sheets. Sometimes silk. If I'm feeling like I want to beat arachnophobia. I actually love spiders, dude. They're kind of cool. I don't like cotton sheets because they shear my leg hair every time I sleep in them. Like when I sleep at a hotel, I have to bring a blanket, otherwise I'll leave looking like a swimmer. All right, I'm getting off track. Look, I know we have our own preferences, the way that we like to deal with things, but this is just something that anyone can implement, and it doesn't like take that much time out of your day. It it's just a way that you can try to retrain the way that we respond to things. Giving positive reinforcement to yourself is worth a shot. It's better than negative reinforcement. There's a time and a place for that, but that's usually only when like a mistake is made. We're humans. We're the only species that's able to properly reason. When a dog makes a mistake, you have to tell them that it's wrong. Bro, that'll drive me nuts when like a dog will piss in someone's house and they'll be like, "Oh, it's okay. Let's just go outside." That's not how positive reinforcement works. You only do that when they did something good. Like, oh my god, that's how you raise a brat of a dog. Okay, I sorry, that's a passionate side right there. If you look for the good in things, you're gonna find the good. If you look for the negative in things, you're gonna find the negative. If you look for the good in people, you'll find it. It's easy to get caught up in the negative because your brain is a problem solver and it's going to continue to do that until it tries to solve it. But a lot of the problems we have nowadays are not easy to be solved because it's like a spiritual and mental battle that we're dealing with as far as our isolation is concerned and people's mental health. It's just a cyclical thinking problem, which is how it loops back, right, to the cognitive behavioral therapy practice. Having some patience can really help. If you have, really, now my AC unit starts to work. It's been 80 degrees in here for 3.5 hours. See, I'm not going to get upset at it. I'm going to say, oh, thank God it's working now. So that's all to say that it helps to try to build momentum, having faith over fear of certain things. And it can be some of the smallest stuff. We're all relatively more anxious nowadays than we are. So sometimes fighting these little battles can go a long way. And something that helped me the other day, right? Check this out. It could be worth a try. I was bogging down on myself for not like going out with some of my buddies. I'm just not one to go to the bars. Um, so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh man, I gotta stop like avoiding my friends. I gotta stop, being missing in action. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm saying that like I'm doing something wrong. So instead of that, instead of having like a negative connotation to it, I'll try to switch it positively. Like, I am gonna go see my friends tonight. I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat with them. I don't have to like, you know, conform to the bar scene or whatever. Maybe I'll have a drink or two, but I don't have to go over there, try to be something that I'm not. I tried to like get some of the things that would like bother me out of the equation, things that would make me adverse to the activity out of the equation, and convince myself that yeah, I'm gonna go have a good time. I can't wait to see my friends. I can't wait to go share a laugh with them and just enjoy the time, especially since I'm on borrowed time where I'm living right now. I'm going to be moving back home. So I'm wanting to strengthen my friendships a little bit more out here before I go. Getting down on myself for not being there isn't going to do me any good. For some reason, it made me want to stay in more. I can't really explain it. So that simple change in how I was viewing the social gathering completely took away the anxiety for me out of nowhere. I don't know what came to me. Maybe the big man was sending me a little nugget, threw down some bread for the homie, some breadcrumbs. Was like, here, try this, figure that out. But I was really surprised. So I've been wanting to build up the courage to go back and hang out with my friends again, more and more. And for the longest time, it would just take me so much energy, and it was annoying because I knew that when I went out there, it's like, oh man, like I'm just not feeling like myself. I'm not in an energetic mood. I'm not gonna be able to crack jokes with my friends. But if you start slow, right, right when you walk in, it's like, all right, I'm gonna try to have a good time here. Screw it, I'm here. I showed up. If there's people there you don't know, it's like, okay, go say what's up to your friends. Say something stupid or something that you saw the other day that you might have in common with them. Start slow and have like a normal conversation with them. You don't have to start with like the boring ass small talk. I hate small talk. Sidebar. I mean, everyone does. So what I do to avoid it, sometimes I'll start a little small talk just to gauge where someone's at. And if I feel like they're not big small talkers either, then I'll just throw a wrench into the conversation. Oh yeah, no, I soiled my hoodie the other day. I barfed all over it. Did a whole workout. I was hitting on the clerk up at front, and she thought that it smelled good. I told her it was oatmeal if she wanted to taste. Like, stupid, random, but anything to shift the conversation and it'll get kind of people like loosened up. I'm not saying that's the way that you should interact with new people. It's it's just the way that I do it. Some people like to get into a deep conversation right away, and I'll try to humor them too. You know, a lot of people like to have conversations their own way. So this was all like a side winding explanation for trying to adjust your mindset even if you're anxious about a certain scenario. Start slow, build momentum. You don't have to, worry about all the things that might go wrong. Just focus on what you can do right. And slowly but surely, you'll build acceleration and you'll reach top speed and it'll feel like nothing has changed and you're back to normal and you had a great day. Sounds kind of inception, a little introspective there, but having patience with yourself in that same way can help ease the pressure and allow you to slow down and look at things from a more objective point of view and not worry so much about what might happen in the short term. And before you know it, these, immediate fears will start to dissipate. Look after yourself the same way you would as a parent. Be there for yourself.